Standing behind me is the house of Abraham Lincoln here in Springfield, Illinois. He lived here from 1844 to 1860, which was ended by his actual election as 16th President of the United States. And the thing is about Abraham Lincoln that a lot of people really get kind of take him for granted. He's the guy on the penny, the $5 bill. To me, going to the Lincoln Home National Historic Site, which is what this and this neighborhood is now known as, is that you really get to see more of Lincoln as not the myth, but more of the man. You get to see him really by touring this home, which is free, by the way, administered by the National Park Service, and also viewing the grounds here, again, totally free, open to the public, is that you really get to see Lincoln as more of a, really where kind of everything kind of came together for him in life. He started in 1809, born out of really rural roots in Kentucky. He was raised by a father that really just due to some really bad choices, he moved later on to, from Kentucky, other parts of Kentucky to Indiana and ultimately in Illinois. And this is really where Abraham Lincoln really cut his teeth in. By the time he actually moved in this house, he was already a House of Representatives member for the state of Illinois. And really from this house, when he moved to Springfield, Illinois in 1837, by the time he left in 1860 to become president, he went from, as he said, a young to an old man. So you really get to see, I think with the Lincoln Home, a really good, not only preservation of the house, a really good piece of American history, but you really, again, see a man that is not really so much of a myth, but just more of a man, a very loving father. Several of his sons were born here. Actually, one unfortunately passed away here inside the parlor here, his second child. So it's really, again, a good sense of just knowing just kind of the humble rural roots of someone like him, and that really that culminated with really self-determination, hard work, and a little bit of luck. You can really gain kind of something like this, almost a palace, if you will, on the plains. So just showing really this as well as the 1860 era neighborhood, you really get a sense of feel of really the 16th President of the United States and where he came from before he was elected. Story of Abraham Lincoln and his rise to political power, really you can't separate from the fact of the town that he lived in, which was Springfield, Illinois. And what they've done a really good job here at Lincoln Home National Historic Site is preserve the neighborhood of the surroundings. So again, it was really not the man, but the kind of the village, if you will, the city around him that really inspired him to become just really a great lawyer, and then eventually turning into House of Representatives member, an unsuccessful bid for the U.S. Senate, and ultimately 16th President of the United States. So not just really this area of Springfield, all points of Springfield, Illinois can be accessed to really get a true feel of what really made Abraham Lincoln, which was right down the street here is his law offices. The Herndon Lincoln Law Office is the only still existing law offices you can still tour today. Also the old state capitol. This is where he actually served in the Illinois House of Representatives for some time, even actually before he moved into the Lincoln Home. And as well as there's even Lincoln's tomb where he was finally laid to rest in 1865. So really a lot of good sites around Springfield other than just Lincoln Home that really get a sense and a snapshot of really just a really great leader in world history. Thank you for watching the video, and always remember to subscribe to our channel to see more of these episodes, and also be sure to check us out on our website on roadtripstory.com. This has been Joseph Kaler. Behind the camera is James Romeo. We'll see you later. This is Abraham Lincoln's tomb. This is where his mortal remains lie. Really, it took a long journey for him to get home from Washington, D.C. It was literally the largest funeral that the United States has ever seen at that time.